everyone. Welcome back to X-Rays, where we take a look at industry evolution through the eyes of those creating change and innovation. I'll be your host, Rosalie, for this online show where we'll discuss and learn the latest, most exciting developments from industry leaders, pioneers, and innovators who are shaping the future. Today, we'll be speaking with Joel Frenette. He is the CTO of TravelFun.Biz, an award-winning host travel agency. TravelFun.Biz specializes in training programs for agents, having produced the world's first AI for travel agents program, which focuses on training agents worldwide on how to use AI to generate leads and become more efficient and automated. Joel has extensive experience in leadership roles, having previously held the position of Senior Technical Program Manager at Hair Club. So let us welcome our guest. Joel, how are you doing today?
I'm super fantastic. Thanks for asking.
I'm glad to have you on our show. So, I
Uh,
would love if you could start by giving us an overview of Travel Fund Biz and its key features or benefits.
yeah, fantastic. I mean, first, I'm just excited to be here, right? So let me give you a quick rundown of, like you said, my introduction, who I am and what I do and why I love to do it. I've spent the last 20 plus years as an IT leader, right? Kind of like an IT ninja, technical program manager with digital transformation and AI, spearheading multi-million dollar projects. But my expertise isn't just in the technical side of things. I have a servant's heart. I've been in the travel industry for a long time, and I specialize in bridging the gap between technology and the business, like people, bringing people together. So that's where my journey is a little different because the 20 plus years in IT, I started at 14, so I have 35 plus years in the hospitality and travel industry. So that includes 5 years working on cruise ships. So I've seen what it takes, the technology behind it and the sales and the marketing and the strategy to bring things together to have a real unforgettable experience for the traveler, right? And with our agency, we we really have two different business models, and they both came about two different ways. But the client-facing host travel agency, we now have 24 travel agents working for us. We started 6 years ago with a unique specialization, and that's with group travel for solo travelers and singles. And it goes back to being on a cruise ship in 1999 and meeting my then girlfriend, now wife, and just the magic of being at sea on a cruise and meeting, it was love at first sight, and you meet somebody, and as years go by, we went all in because this is what we want to share with people, that experience, And the second side of the business, which is the travel agent training. What's unique and what that grew out of a unique situation is that we have a unique vision for, not selling travel, but selling fun. And when we were acquiring agents, we wanted experienced agents, but then they had to be retrained because they were really focused on transactions, like, booking the client and chasing the commissions. And we were trying to approach it from building a fun adventure first, and everything else falls into place. So what we found is most agents were looking for, how do I promote my business? How do I close more sales? And so that grew into our training program, which we offer for travel agents, in our company, and then we expanded to offer it to thousands of travel agents across the world.
That sounds really lovely, and it sounds like you've got a real passion and backstory to this business, which is always it's always heartwarming to hear about. So, what inspired you then to create your business? Were there any specific problems or challenges that you aim to address through it?
Well, I mean, it grew out of passion, right? It grew out of love, the sense of adventure. I'm an adrenaline junkie. I traveled the world. I lived in 90 countries. I spent years just with a backpack traveling and working. And that love for travel, that's something I want to share with people, and it's having the opportunity to share that with people is just amazing. So I was fortunate enough to travel. I worked in ski resorts, luxury hotels, French fine dining restaurants, the 5 years on cruise ships, etc. And when I met the girl of my dreams at the time, girlfriend, now my wife, Shelby, that was a fantastic experience that not only changed my life forever, but that we wanted to share with other people and allow them the opportunity to meet new people and travel and maybe meet the love of their lives. So I focused on IT at a certain change in my career, and she continued on cruise ships, and she was a lead cruise director for a major cruise line. And like I said, we just decided to go all in and start a host travel agency. And the name, well, that came naturally because TravelFun.Biz, your fun is our business. So we're not selling travel, we're selling fun.
Yeah, that's a wonderful. I mean, that's a great name as well because you immediately get the impetus behind the your business. So, gets right to the point. And
Yeah.
one thing, honing in more on the business itself, innovation is very crucial in any industry, in the tech industry. So, could you
Mhm.
share some examples of how your business is innovative or different from existing solutions on the market?
I love it. Innovative or innovative. It's the same. But yes, um, I'm in IT and I love innovation and I love being on the cutting edge of technology. And sometimes you're in an old school business. It's belly to belly, it's handshakes. And you see these waves of technology come along and it can really, if you miss the boat, pardon the pun, you can be left behind. So with travel agents and travel agencies, I mean, some people thought travel agencies were dead, that travel agencies didn't exist anymore because there was these OTAs, these online travel agencies like Expedia and Booking.com that really took over. And that grew in popularity, and a lot of people just booked their own cruises. And you would see at the mall the little retail outlet of the travel agency model. That business model died. And when COVID, happened, and that shut the travel and tourism industry down across the world, I think a lot of travelers realized that 1-800-HELP, I'm stranded didn't work for them. And so if you had booked with Expedia, you were kind of left with a different, you're left on your own, really, with an IVR system, with a robot answering your calls, stuck in a loop. It was very frustrating for hundreds of people, thousands of people. So with that, there came another resurgence of the old school travel agent being the go-to person. Help me be there when something goes wrong, because things inevitably go wrong. Guide me through this. I don't want to book my own. I don't want to take on the responsibility of researching and booking on my own. So there's that opportunity that focus on the innovation is focus on your people skills and go back to basics, right? Now stay on top of what really works today. Staying on top of what works is tricky because algorithms for marketing change constantly. So you've got to have an eye on the metrics and you keep your spending in check and you measure what works and then you teach it to the agents. So as an agency, we're doing a lot of the hard work and the heavy lifting and burning through the marketing funds to see what works. And then we train that out. So you're joining a team that are going to teach you no fluff. There's no gurus. There's no quick fixes. There's just, we have social media marketing. We teach attraction marketing, which is don't chase people, just live your life, have lifestyle posts, tell, then sell. Don't promote all the time. Just give lots of value and they will come to you. People will naturally follow you and ask you questions and want more information when you're living the life, when they're jealous, when they're envious, when they see you on the Greek islands and then 3 months later you're down in South America, they're like, okay, where are you going next? That's it. So they're coming to you now. That's attraction marketing. Um, and you can do curiosity marketing too. We teach that you should not give out all the info. When you're doing a post on social media, leave something out, whether it's the dates or the price or when it is or where it is. Make them ask you a question, have a conversation. And then some of the other innovations that with AI, I'm in IT, so I've seen this wave coming. Again, online booking through Expedia, that was a wave, that was a fad. And now there seems to be a new fad where you can use an app and you can have an itinerary planner through an AI bot plan a trip for you. Fantastic. Again, you're going to be stranded if anything happens. I would recommend going to a person, a travel agent who's trained and experienced, and let them lean on AI tools to help find what's available in that area. But you're not paying more to go through a travel agent. You're just reducing your stress. You just get somebody who's going to handle all that for you and let them lean on the AI tools. So that's where the innovation here is that my experience has not been to replace the human interactions with AI tools, it's to enhance them. So take the AI tools, the training that we have is to teach the agents, get rid of the busy work, the research, the mundane stuff, and then you have more time to share and experience conversations with real people. So it's human-centric AI in the sense that we're not trying to put the AI to answer all the questions and close the sale. Nope. You want to take the AI behind the scenes, have conversations with people, and let them do the research, find the cheapest flight. Let them do the research and get the 12 tours that are available in that city. And then you can then turn around, make a quick proposal. Yeah, draft an email for me. Fantastic. Good use for an AI tool. But you want to keep the human connection. I think that's the innovation is go back to basics and you know, keep the human nurturing in
Mm,
the loop.
yeah. Well, that's really great to hear as well. Because human interaction and that person to person kind of thing in business, I think that always makes it more personal and it makes it more, especially for travel, more fun as well. And that's great to
Absolutely.
hear that you're utilizing AI in that way. And you have the experience, you have the passion for this. So clearly, your business is something that's close to your heart as well. And but like every startup, there must have been some obstacles in the way. So could you tell us about some of your company's challenges and how you've overcome them?
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Okay, buckle up. All right, so this is like the story right out of a Hollywood script. So we had this vision to start a travel agency, so in September of 2019, we launched our travel agency, but with another couple. So there's the four of us, and like combined experience over 100 plus years in the travel business, we thought, what could go wrong? Well, I mean, we weren't just dipping our toes in. We went all in head first. And in the first 90 days, great. We had signed a $180,000 contract to chartering full charter a river cruise for 2 weeks back to back in the summer of 2020. So we're all in. Now we owe them that money. Let's resell the cabins. And within 90 days, we had resold 250,000 worth of cabins. So we're in profit, right? Okay. And then we only sold half the cabins. Well, this is going great. This is going to go gangbusters. And then COVID hit. So borders were closed, ships were docked, dreams crashed. In fact, we were kind of stuck in a nightmare. And so now we had a battle. We had a couple battles, but the first battle was with our business partners. So with their experience, they just wanted to give everyone future credits and we'll deal with rebooking them later. And from our point of view, we wanted to do what we felt was right, which was refund people. I mean, we had, $4,500, $5,500 per person. That's a lot of money. And with such uncertainty, we felt the right thing to do was to refund everyone in full. And so ultimately, we had to buy out the other couple. And that's how we came to own the travel agency. And that was a huge financial loss and risk still because we still didn't have our money back from the river cruise either. So we bought out the company from our partners. We refunded everyone at great expense. And then we started to fight legally for our money back from the river cruise because their flights weren't canceled, their cruising wasn't shut down. The fact that our American um, guests couldn't fly to the location, they felt wasn't a reason for the voiding of the contract. So we were still on the hook for the 180 grand. Months went by, we won, we got our money back, and just in time, because that company no longer exists, they folded. Yeah.
Oh wow. So definitely a huge obstacle there, but you overcame it and all for the better
Yeah.
now as well.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, travel was still for a couple years after COVID. There was still a couple years of it picking up before travel restrictions were lifted and people got back into being comfortable to travel. And so now here we look back, we survived physically, the company survived, and we made it through. And now we're one of the fastest growing host boutique agencies and, going around. So it's great.
Wow, yeah, congratulations. But yes, I mean, COVID must have been definitely a very daunting time. And yeah, not an easy time at all for travel. But no more dwelling on the past. What are your company's plans for the future? Can you share any more exciting developments or upcoming projects?
Yeah, being in IT, one thing that I found which was remarkable is that the travel industry is so messy. I'm in IT, I work with systems, we integrate systems all the time, and every supplier, every hotel hotel, every cruise, they just seem to have their own computer system and it's archaic and defunct and doesn't work well and it's full of errors. And so it is an IT nightmare to live in this world. Trying to connect all these various tools. I sometimes just I think every IT department must be a room full of monkeys on typewriters. Just there is no automation, right? So that is a challenge to overcome. So I've been focused on how we expand and do it right because the agent just wants systems that work. And you would expect it to work, but behind the scenes, it never does. So we're looking at how to not franchise, but how to build out a business model that is replicable, duplicatable, easy to teach out, and that just works. And so there's a level of automation that is needed. There's a level of AI tools that can support the agent. I think of it as a agency of one, where the travel agent now can get rid of all these mundane tasks. If you don't like the bookkeeping and accounting, and if you don't like the content generation, I mean, you pick and choose the tasks that you enjoy doing, that you want to do, and you outsource the rest to AI agents that you build into the system. So that's what we're working towards, and that will be coming out soon. So kind of stay tuned. But that's I believe, is the evolution of the travel agency business model itself. Mhm.
That's very interesting to hear and really great to hear. And it must be a very exciting time for you then as well.
Totally. I love it. Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you so much for speaking with us today, Joel. It was really fascinating to hear all about your work in the travel industry, the challenges
Thank
you
you.
faced, and the exciting things that are still coming.
It was amazing. It was an awesome time having this chat. It was great. Thank you.
Absolutely. Well, and to our listeners at X-Rays, thank you for tuning in. I'm your host, Rosalie, and I'll see you next time.